Hey folks, how are you? I need your advice. I truly need your advice. Before, I didn't have the flexibility to go to church. I was worried about money too much. So I decided I'm missing God too much from my life. I need to make him my priority. So I decided to not work Sunday mornings. And anybody who hired me had to put up with that. I don't care about seniority. I'm going to church Sunday mornings. Usually when I go to a church, I go once and I never go back. But I found a church that I really liked, and I decided this is the one. I'm gonna go to this church. So I went and I loved it. And the word was good, the music was good, and the people made me, I'm an introvert, the people made me feel comfortable talking. You know, usually I'll open up if you talk about cosplay or books or movies, but I was talking to them like normal. So I was like, this is great. So I went about 4 or 5 Sundays. Not straight, because I did miss 1 or 2, but I went 4 or 5 Sundays. And then I decided that I want to join this church, and I want to protect this church. So I told the priest or pastor, I said, you know what? 27 years of security. So if somebody was to come up in the church with some drama, let me deal with it, because I'm experienced and, you know, I'm usually holding on to something, you know, so I'll take care of things. So he was very happy that I volunteered to secure the church whenever I was there on Sundays or Wednesday nights. Today's Wednesday night. They're supposed to have a men's service every Wednesday night. Supposed to start at 8 o'clock. Nobody's here. Nobody's here. There's no word, no text, no mass emails, no nothing. Nobody's here. So I'm like, shoot, okay. And I told the pastor, I said, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you just pray for me? And he says, what do you need? I said, I need 2 things. Pray that I find a companion, please. You know, man should not be alone, and I'm alone. And please pray that I find an apartment soon, because I need an apartment. You know, my life is doing good, and then boom, it wasn't. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna pray for you. And then the next time I saw him, he says, you know what? Tomorrow I want to give you $1,000. And I was like, what? He says, I want to help you get your apartment and continue to pray for you to find a woman that God, you know, will match you with, you know. So I was like, man, that's awesome. I mean, like, I don't like borrowing, I don't like begging, I don't like asking. I just want prayer. But he offered me $1,000. I'm like, wow. And he's like, I just need your bank account. I'm like, all right, cool. That was 3 weeks ago. And I've talked to him a couple of times. Not about the money, but, you know, about normal stuff. You know, like, hey, this place could use a couple of cameras for safety. You should have some fire extinguishers, you know, because I do safety, I do security. Part of security is keeping people safe in all different ways. So I feel kind of odd that somebody offered me $1,000 to help me out with something. I almost cried right there in the middle of the church. And I was like, wow, like, that's awesome. And he said he's going to get to me the next day. And then 3 weeks went by. And this is the 4th week. So I'm like, bad communication. They cancel services without notifying people. Don't answer texts or calls. Promise things and then don't deliver. So I need to know, what do you think? Should I start looking for another church? I don't know what to do. So What's your opinion?